Oh shit, I don't think it is. What is going on? Are we live, guys? Can you hear me? Let me know if we're live, guys. I don't think we're live. What is going on? Yes, we are live? Oh, finally, yes. Oh, thank God. Sorry about that, guys. I went live like 10 minutes ago and I was talking for like 5 minutes. It said I was live, just like it does now. And I was saying things and nobody was responding to me. And I'm like, wait, are we even live? And then, of course, there was no responses. I did see somebody say James must be on the toilet. So I guess that's when I realized, yeah, I'm probably just not live. But hope you guys had a great week. Happy Savage Sunday to you guys. Thank goodness it's working because I was getting a little annoyed. But definitely have something a little bit different for you guys this week, which I will get into in just a minute. But I want to say hello to some of you guys. Also, I have something I want to show you. I have some fams, some absolutely amazing fams that have been waiting quite a while for me to send them out a package. And some people got it like a week ago, and some people have still been waiting. And no, I have not forgot about you. Chelsea did this thing where she didn't even advertise it. Like, she was gonna do this thing for Valentine's Day, and then she decided not to do it, which she should have done. But anyways, a couple of fams wanted to get it, so I did that. I also have a few fams that have been waiting a long time for some hoodies that I'm supposed to be sending out, and I am going to be sending them a package just like this as well, along with the hoodie, just for waiting. And if you're one of those fams, I've mentioned in an email to you that, you know, I know it's taken a long time. If you wanted a refund or something, please let me know. And that still goes. I know a lot of people have, well, not a lot of people, it's like 12 people. They have been waiting a while. So if for any reason you do want a refund now, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to be sending this out tomorrow to you guys. And I want to show you this because this is pretty cool. Chelsea came up with this on her own, okay? Look at this. So these are, I got packages over here, but because we already packaged some of this up. But this is what she was going to do for Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, only a few fams got it. But yes, these are rose petals. So once you get past the rose petals, okay. Well, there we go. That'll just work. So originally she was going to put one of these in each one, but she decided because it'd take a while to do two. So she's got these gorgeous, like, bracelets, like absolutely gorgeous bracelets, and she packaged them up really cool with these rose petals. And she got two different kinds, so she decided to give one of each to each fam, which I think is absolutely adorable. And then she had like these candles that are like battery powered. You just switch them on, you know, like that. Or yeah, I think that's on. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Ah! But I thought it was so cute. So she got that. And then, of course, it included a signed fam calendar, which I know a lot of you guys never seen this. These are actually pictures from our fam trip. We both signed it, of course. And, yeah, it's just really cool. Pictures and also just different quotes and stuff. Some of my favorite quotes. So, no, unfortunately, you can't get these anymore. My fams that had gotten them before, that have been waiting so long for these, they're the lucky ones, I guess. But I wanted to show that to you because we've been packaging these all up. So now I have to repackage this one, of course. So lucky to someone. But let me say hello to some of you guys because I got something way cool, like super way cool, that I was sent this week. And I feel like I should definitely share it with you guys for sure. But I want to say hello to some of you guys first. By the way, I don't know if anyone has ever seen my YouTube plaque. Has anyone ever seen that? Even my OG fams, have I ever shown you guys my YouTube plaque? I honestly don't think I ever did. Look at that. I mean, you know, it's only at 100,000 subscribers, so we're only like, what, 400,000, you know, difference away from that. I finally showed it to you guys, but came in that box with the paper. You guys have seen the paper before. But I had it at my mom's house, and then we moved out of my mom's house a while back, or I was staying there for a while, as you guys remember, when I didn't really have a place to stay. And then I went to my brother's. Well, it ended up getting hidden underneath the bed at my brother's, and because we didn't know where the hell it was for like 2 years. So just recently, my mom brought it over when she came here, which was quite an interesting story because you guys know the story of the haunted doll. And I definitely have some updates to that I want to tell you guys. But after I show you this cool stuff that I got. But yeah, let me say hello to some of you guys. That's great. Thank you, Florina. Hey, Brandon. Also, like I mentioned before, I know some of you guys had, a few of you guys have been waiting a long time for these hoodies, and I know it's taken a while. I'm getting everything out, but if for any reason it's been too late, please just contact me. I have no problem giving the money back at all, and I'll probably even send you something anyways on top of it. So I bet you're showing us the 500,000 sub play button. Yeah, I wish they had that. Chelsea's in the other room. She just got out of the shower. She may or may not pop in. I don't know. Shoe game on point. Well, funny you say that, Infinite Power, because I don't know how much my shoe game is on point. You guys know I like shoes. Like, for a very long time, I used to be that guy just bought, like, you know, Walmart shoes because they would only last me a month or two. You guys know why. But then I really started liking to watch all these YouTube sneaker channels, and I really got me into it. And so I started going on eBay, and I've showed you before, I go find these cool shoes on eBay for like $10, $20. Like, you know, like obviously like these Jordan 4s right here, the white and black ones, I paid like $25 a piece. Those ones are my favorite ones right here. These are the ones that, oh man, they're dead. They do the self-lacing shoes and light up. Those are pretty cool. Our fam sent that to us, so those are something I would never get rid of. These are some old, those are some old Jordan 1s. And I have a feeling that I'm going to have to take my top row of shoes, and it's going to have to go down to the bottom row of shoes. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. Although I can't leave them. These are going to have to stay on the top because those are forever my favorite shoes. But yeah, got something cool I want to show you guys. What up, NH Girl? Hey, Krista. What's up, Chris? Hey, Prognosis. LaFonda. What's good? Michael Hardy, Lori, Jenna Fam, Chris, Dolphin for Life, Gary. What up, Dolphin for Life? Miranda. Also, guys, I have a new video dropping tomorrow, and it will kind of show you exactly what's been happening here in the house, because a lot of you guys have warned Chelsea and I, gave us a lot of great feedback on, you know, there's something not right at your house. And I didn't want to listen to it for a long time. I kind of ignored it, but we found out that it was very indeed something in this house that was causing us a great deal of pain and hurt, and it was really bad for a very long time. And now it's not. Now we are great. The house has been amazing. We haven't had anything happen here. And it's because I had to end up burning a doll. I literally got so frustrated. If I would have thought about it, I would have waited. But I ended up putting it in a fire and burning the hell out of it. And right after that, we were fine. And I never thought that would be the case. I know a lot of fams a lot of fams love that doll. They wanted to have that doll. And the thing is, it doesn't matter. Even if somebody offered me like $5,000 for it, I wouldn't want to sell it to anybody because I know the evil that it possessed inside of it. And definitely did not want to, didn't want to share that with anybody for sure. Even though people thought they could handle it, it just was not something. So the video tomorrow will explain all that. It's pretty crazy. Anyhow, so let me get into what I was sent out. So I want to give a huge shout out to hypeboosts.com. It's HYPE, hype, and then boost, BOOSTS.com, because they sent me some shoes. They're like, yo, we seen your live stream, we seen you had some shoes, and I guess they knew that my shoes were kind of hurting. I mean, my nicest shoes are like 10 years old, they cracking. I mean, if you really, really look close into these shoes, they're really not in great condition, really, but, it's what I had, and I was happy with it. Well, they wanted to send me some shoes, which I thought was super, super nice of them. So, check it out. I got 3 new pairs of shoes here. And they actually sent another pair of shoes for Chelsea, too. So, I thought that was super cool. So, I definitely wanted to show this to you. Now, watching all these YouTube sneaker, shows and all these things they have on YouTube, it's really cool. It really got me into wanting to get some nice sneakers. So, they always show how you can go on to Nike.com, like when these shoes get released, and you can try to, you know, get the pairs. The problem is it's impossible to get them. There are resellers that use bots that basically swipe up every shoe. So when the shoe goes on sale at 10 a.m. on whatever day, it sells out in 1 minute, and it's impossible. I've literally tried to get shoes on there probably 20 times, and every single time I've always been denied. Very frustrating the way that works. And you know, the problem is they have a shoe that comes out to $160. They buy them up and then they resell them for $400, $500, $800, $1,000, and that's the only way you can get these shoes. So I started doing a little research, and I found out they have something called UA shoes. And I was like, what the hell is UA shoes? And it basically stands for unauthorized, which means even one of the biggest resellers that's on the planet, which is called StockX, is technically a UA reseller. But basically what it is UA are made in the same factory with the same materials by the same people, but it's not sold through Nike, basically. My understanding to it. There is a lot of black flags with it, or red flags, I guess you could say, because there are some people that try to take advantage of others and will try to say, hey, these UA shoes that I just got, these are the original, just like you would have got them, and that's not cool. I mean, to resell something that's not completely authentic as it is authentic, it is not really cool. I think it's cool wearing them. I think that's completely fine, but not to like trick people or do things like that. Like somebody said, oh, those shoes you got are awesome. Are you going to sell those? I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that, you know? So what this company does is does these UA shoes, and I thought it was cool because they wanted to send me a few pairs to try out to see if I liked them, and I absolutely love them. So I wanted to show it to you guys too. Now I did put their website in the description, and they were even kind enough to offer any of our fans that want to get a pair of shoes, and they have everything. Like literally any shoe that's come out over the last 5 years, whether it be Nike, you know, Jordans, Yeezys, Balenciagas, I mean pretty much anything you can imagine, they have it on this website, which is pretty dope. And they're offering 15% discount. And what's cool is almost every shoe on their website is between like $125 and $175. So even a pair of shoes, like for example, let's get into this pair. These are Jordan 6s, Travis Scott's. And if you wanted to get a pair of these right now, you'd probably have to pay about $600 or $700 on a resale market. And these are pretty dope, man. Look at this. It has like a little pocket in here. Like, who's ever seen a pocket in a pair of shoes, right? But absolutely just like the originals. I mean, it's actually crazy. The bottoms are super dope. These are supposed to like glow in the dark from what I was told. But, I mean, these things come in the box just like the originals do. It has the extra laces. I mean, that is pretty freaking cool. And I think they sold these for like $155 on their website. And if you use the discount that they give fams, it's like, what, 140, something like that. And it's free shipping, which is pretty dope. I'd say the only drawback is the shipping time. Since they're being shipped from another country, it does take a little while. Like, I would expect you to wait probably about a month to receive shoes. But if there's been a pair of shoes you've been dying to get, but they're way too expensive, if you're putting them on your feet, then I see no problem with doing it. And yeah, just super, super cool. So I'm really excited because look, we got a new top row. So I've tried these on. They all fit perfect, which is dope, but I haven't worn them yet. So we got that, which is pretty cool. Next pair, oh my God, can you believe it? Another pair of Jordans. Bam! Bam! Now these are the Jordan 4s, Fire Reds. Now, if you look at these puppies compared to these that definitely have seen better days, but these are from 2011, obviously. Pretty sweet, and it's got like the little Nike hanging tag thing there. But look how great those are. I mean, even if you go as far as to taking out the soles and stuff, it's exactly how they are. And what's funny is there is a website or an app. It's called Check, which you can check sneakers to make sure that they're authentic shoes. And I was just curious because looking at these things, I was like, wow, how could you tell that, you know, they're authorized or non-authorized shoes? So I put them on there, and they're pretty good because they said they were not authorized. But they didn't know that they were not authorized based on the look at them. The only way that they could tell is the inside stitching, which is interesting. Once you take that out and you can see the stitching inside, I guess that's how they could tell they weren't authorized. So, you know, I definitely don't condone people buying shoes. Like, you could buy shoes on there that are like these next pair of shoes that I'm going to show you. These next pair of shoes, if you want to get these shoes, because it's funny, those of you that follow me on Twitter, about a year ago, I put out a tweet because I wanted these shoes so bad. I was like, who thinks I should get a pair of shoes like these? Now, they were selling for $160, but the problem is they sold out in a minute. And if you wanted to buy them, they cost $2,000, $2,000 for a pair of shoes. Who's gonna pay $2,000 for a pair of shoes? Like, you know what I mean? So they seen that tweet, I guess, from a while back. I guess they were stalking me, and they said, we want to send you these shoes, and I'm so excited because I would never spend $2,000 for a pair of shoes. So, dude, check this out. I love these little bandana paper. Yeah, boy. Another pair of Travis Scott's Nike SBs. How freaking awesome are those shoes right there? I mean, talk about, I mean, they're just perfect quality. Like, I've looked side by side with other ones, and I mean, even the thick tongue here is amazing. But I'm really super stoked to wear these puppies. And it's funny because, see, I see a lot of sneakerheads that collect sneakers, and they don't wear their shoes. Like, they don't wear them. They'll just, like, some do, but the majority of them, it's called DS. So DS is basically brand new, never used. Once you wear them, they're never DS again. And the price on a pair of shoes, for example, if these were authorized shoes, these are DS, never worn, they would sell for, I think, $2,045 on StockX. But if you wore a pair of shoes, even if they're in perfect condition, it drops the price down probably by about half. So now the shoes are only worth $1,000. So people are scared to wear their shoes, but dude, they're shoes. They're meant to be on your feet. They're meant to be worn. So why not wear these shoes? And spending $145 for a pair of shoes, I think people can actually wear them. So, you know, there's this big legal debate, I guess, going on between the UA companies and stuff, because there's like literally even the sneakerheads. And again, I'm not an expert on sneakers by far. I just know what I've watched. And they talk about how, you know, there's fakes out there, but then they're UAs, and UAs aren't fake because they're using all the same material, same quality, everything, but they're not authorized. So I think there's a legal battle going on, and I'm curious how that goes, because it's possible that all these UA sneaker companies may disappear. I'm not sure. But as of right now, I think everything is good. They're all up and going. But yeah, they sell these for $155 on their website. You can't beat that for $155. And that's pretty dope. So, and you get 15% off if you're a fan. And you use code, I think it's JAM, J-A-M. I'm going to say James, but without the ES. So I wanted to show that to you guys because I thought that was really cool of them to send me these shoes out. And yeah, I'm really excited to, oh my gosh. I just realized I took them. Oh, that's right. So all these are size 13, but these I think run a little bit small because they're kind of tight. So I ended up taking the inner part out, the soles out, and now they fit perfect. So that's pretty cool. So I think what I'll do is make this nice top row here. Yeah, buddy. Well, I guess I'll fix that later. What happened on this? There we go. And then, of course, can't forget these bad boys. So, oh my gosh. My sneaker date. Oops. All right, well, I'm just going to fix that later. Oh, you guys didn't even see that. Oh my God. You're just looking at my face. Yeah, size 13 as well. That's dope. Yeah, on the site, that's the one thing that I found is that when I was looking at all the different shoes, there's a lot of other cool shoes that I liked on there. But they only had size 13 in maybe like 40 or 50% of the pairs, because obviously 13s are not you know, the normal for most people, I guess. But they have sizes all the way down to like super small. I think like size 4 or something, all the way up to 13 in shoes. But they have everything, any shoe you could ever imagine. Like, I have this other pair of shoes, which I have one other pair of UA shoes, which I'll kind of just give you guys a little peek right now. I showed these on my Twitter. I got these from a different place, but I wanted to try out some different shoes. And these were super dope. Really love these. I've actually worn these like 2 or 3 times already, which is pretty cool. And they actually, Hype Boost honestly has those as well. They have everything. So like I said, if you're looking for a pair of shoes, definitely hop on their website, hypeboosts with an S at the end.com, and use code JAM so you can get that 15% discount. Just know that I think it's even free shipping if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you even have to worry about that. But yeah, because it's out of the country and the way they're done, it does take about a month, so be patient, but they're a good company. I've talked with the owner, they're really nice, and yeah, figured why not let you guys in on my little new sneaker secret. So I can wear a size 8, dope. I'm too cheap to buy shoes over $50. Target, here I come. Listen, I feel you. That's how I've always been. Like, if I went to Ross, like Ross Dress for Less, and found a pair of shoes there, like $50, I'd be like, that's it, man. I'd try to stay a lot lesser, because I just trash a lot of shoes. But if you're looking for a nice pair of shoes and you know you don't want to spend $1,000 or $500, or you don't get lucky enough to win them on these raffles and stuff, it's a good ulterior option for sure. And if you go to the website, trust me, if you're into shoes, you're gonna be like on there for days, because there's just so many shoes. Like every Jordan from 1 to 12 or 15 or whatever it is, they literally have like 50 of each one. And then they have every other type of shoe you could imagine. Fear of Gods, SBs, the Dunks, any kind of shoe. Every Yeezys you can imagine, Yeezy 350s. Everything is cool. Now, these pair over here is a pair they sent Chelsea. Now, these are for her to show on her channel. But I'll give you guys a little sneak peek really quick. Like a little, it even comes with all this cool stuff, guys. Pair of socks. Bam, that's about all I'm going to show you. You have to go to Chelsea's website to see those. So, yeah, I like Ross too. Ross is definitely a good company. But, yeah, I was just really surprised to see those in the mail. I was really excited about it. And I do have a live stream that I'm going to do later this week, opening some fan mail. I haven't got a lot of fan mail lately over the last month or two, but I do have a few things that I did get, so I need to kind of like figure out where I put it in the house, because I have it in different areas. I've been doing a lot of cleaning and organizing, and unfortunately I put all the stuff that like I need to go through in different boxes, so I definitely need to do that, especially like all the fan mail that I want to put up on the wall up here. Now that I got my plaque, you know, I want to fix up this whole room and put all our fan mail all over the walls, which would be dope. Thank you, Becky G. I appreciate that. Say congratulations on your new kicks. Well, I will say this. I don't think y'all are going to see me going in any tunnels with these shoes. You know, probably not going to happen. But you never know. If you were to get the authorized pair of these, right now the resale price is $4,000. $4,000. But could you imagine like trashing a pair of shoes like that? Like people on YouTube would probably go crazy on it, because they probably wouldn't know, and yeah, it'd be pretty funny. So anyways, I hope you guys have had a good week. Definitely busy doing editing and stuff. I've almost done editing this video of the stuff that happened here in the house, because I feel like it's super important. It's really affected Chelsea and myself a lot. You guys have probably seen Chelsea has not uploaded on YouTube in over a month, and she's been struggling with different things. I believe a lot of it has to do with the energy that's been in this house. And it's crazy, because it was like just 3 or 4 days ago that I burned the doll. And I tell you what, Chelsea is doing so much better since that happened. And so am I, and so are we, which is really great. But I never could have thought that you know, an object in your house could bring that much darkness into your home. Like, people said it to me. I've had my buddy, you guys know, Good Guy Guardian, used to be Overthinking TV, Tony. He's come in here and he feels it every time he comes in the house. He's scared to come into my house, he said. And my mom comes, like, recently, like a few weeks ago, and it was the first time she's even been in my house. And she comes into this area where the garage is right behind me and tells me she gets a really bad feeling. She's like, dude, are you sure, like, there's nothing evil in here? She's like, I feel like there's something in here that's causing you and Chelsea harm. Like, it's putting a lot of stress and burden on you and stressing you guys out. And it got me thinking. Like, I've had some of you guys reach out to me and it's like, hey James, why is it that when you guys are on the road, you guys are uploading, you're happy, you're having a good time, you know, you're very, you know, you're on social media a lot, etc. But when you guys get home, it's like you kind of disappear and you just go into a shell. And it's kind of true. And when I started adding everything up, I started just thinking, okay, well, maybe that's a possibility, maybe it isn't. But I'm going to tell you what my final straw was. The final straw was I came back from the trip with Omar to Texas, guys, and my buddy, Good Guy Guardian, Tony, came and picked me up at the airport. Had a great time. I was in great spirits, happy, talked to Chelsea. She was happy to see me coming home. Everything was great. I get home, and literally the minute I walk into the door, everything went sour. Like, her and I got into an argument over nothing. It just ended up, like, that night I ended up completely having a breakdown, like losing my crap. The next morning, kind of the same thing. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, this freaking doll needs to burn. So I literally took it, poured a bunch of lighter fluid, and doused it on fire. So you guys will see all that stuff in the next video, which would be tomorrow. And then my buddy Rich, you guys know, the steel one, who's been editing for me. I'm sending him a bunch of videos to edit this week. So I think the next video after that, actually, I'm not sure. I got to talk to Omar because we're trying to upload on the same schedule. If you didn't see, we put out the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house where something crazy happened, and I kind of pranked Omar really good, which was funny. But we have some bangers coming out. I mean, some amazing videos. Like, we went to Yorktown Hospital, and we actually ended up filming a 2-part video because we got in contact with owners, and I guess they rent that place out for like 4 hours at a time, or you can pay per hour or whatever. So we went there, we ended up making 2 videos, and it was just insane. Like, the amount of stuff that we both caught was just crazy. So I'm really excited. You guys are not going to want to miss that. It's going to be really fun to watch. And you'll be on the edge of your seat the whole time, trust me. Like, if you get scared at night, don't watch at night because you may not be able to sleep. But yeah, let me say hello to some of you guys again. Also, I missed some donations. I appreciate that, guys. Let me see. I know I've been talking so much. Alyssa, thank you, Alyssa. Said, great to see you, James. Say hi to Chelsea for me. I will do. Thank you for the direct dono too, Alyssa. And we got Peppermint Patty's Hauntings. Yeah. Yo, thank you so much for the super chat. Said, hey, James. It's me, Patricia Boyer. Oh, Patricia Boyer, okay. Hope you guys are okay and love you. Hey, I love you too, Patricia. It's good to see you. I know Patricia Boyer. She's been a fan for a long time. Lark Patterson said, hey, happy to see you happy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Those shoes could make anyone happy. Hashtag pimpin'. That is true. You're right about that. Moig, what up, homie? Nope, Moig is not a homie. It's a homette. Nice shoes, James. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tyler said, my birthday is 2 days. Teleport jump to my house. Tyler, that would be dope. If I could figure out the teleport thing again. Once upon a time, me and Omar, we were able to teleport, you know. But, yeah, it's kind of hard now. I don't know. I think since the COVID thing started, it doesn't work anymore. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. That's really nice of you. And Adele Stanley said, nice shoes, James. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Kayla, what up? Wilbur, gosh, Rockstar said, glad you got new shoes. Thank you. I appreciate that. BG says, hope you guys are doing well. We are doing well. Like, finally, we're doing well. And it's just, oh my God, it's so hard to explain in words. It's almost like there's no words that can come out of my mouth that can explain the seriousness of what's been happening here in this house, and just how we didn't quite grasp what it was. Maybe I just didn't truly believe that that dog could really cause the type of damage that it did. And so no, this is like a lot of you guys are like, I don't really understand what you're talking about, and I get that, because it's not like I've really talked about it a lot. I know a lot of other YouTubers, especially that do the kind of videos that I do. They would make a lot of videos on this subject, and they would, use it as content. But for me, this is our life. This is our house. This is where we live. Like, for me, it's not about content. Like, it's not about, making videos or getting subscribers or whatever. It's about serious stuff, and I don't want that stuff happening in my house. Yes, I don't mind going out and things happening, and that's cool and all, but like, I don't want it happening in my house. And that's probably the reason why I haven't talked about it a lot. That's probably why I haven't shown it as much. Like, dude, I did a live stream a few weeks ago where we caught the door to that haunted room where that doll was, that literally closed on live stream. There was no doubt you could tell that door closed. And that was pretty insane. And shortly after that is when everything happened, and yeah, burnt that sucker to the ground. And I got it all recorded, so you guys get to see that tomorrow. But it was definitely pretty insane. I'm just happy to have that all over, to be honest with you. I feel like I can get back to my life, really get going again, which is good. Chelsea, she was getting out of the shower when I started. Okay, dope. Ghost Mafia, cool. I was thinking about coming up there for sure. Thought that would be cool. Come see you guys. And I know you got some other fams that live close by you, which I'd like to surprise them. So I didn't get to talk to you about that yet. So keep it on the hush hush for now. So when we do work that out, we could work out a little cool surprise. Surprise some fams, I think that'd be pretty dope. No, unfortunately, no stimulus here. No, not yet. But I mean, we'll get it eventually when our taxes are finished and all that. So I ain't too worried about it. Worked for me permanently. Nice shoes. Thank you. Hey James, can you say my name? Lola. Shout out to Butterfly. Just don't wear them, James. The value will go down. Well, that's the thing, Daryl. I'm going to wear them because I'm not worried about the value. I'm never going to sell them. And I that's the one thing I want to stress to people is, like, I think there's no problem buying UA shoes if you're going to wear them. But don't buy them and then try to sell them as if they're not UA shoes. I mean, I get it. It's kind of tempting to some people because, like I said, you could take a pair like that right there that are selling for $2,000, and you could literally buy them for $150 and then try to sell them for $1,500, and people will be beating down your door. And yeah, they might not know. Like, to the naked eye, if you just look at them, you can't tell. Like, you'd have to be a super good professional to know. Or what I recommend is use a app called Check, which will allow you to verify the shoes. I would never tell anyone to do that if it wasn't just for your own personal use. That's why I think it's okay for that very reason. But like I said, if you want to check out their website, like I said, it's hypeboosts.com. It's in the description right underneath where it says shout out to our Texas Roadtrip sponsors, and I shout out some fams. Right underneath that, it has the website, and it also has the code. So if you do end up getting a pair of shoes, like I said, $140, you get $15 off. You don't have to pay shipping. That's a pretty damn good deal, especially if there's something you really like. So definitely let me know if you guys do. And that's the other thing. I wanted to really scout it out and try some different companies because I wanted to see the quality. I wanted to see if they were as good as they say. And there's tons of these companies out there, but some of them are better quality than others. And that's one thing that I was really trying to make sure was I got the best qualities that was out there. So that's why I was really happy to find this particular company, which is pretty dope. And they're really nice and sweet. The lady that runs it there, very great lady. I talked to her on WhatsApp app. That's how they do a lot of their communications. So it was pretty cool. So definitely recommend you check that out if you're in the market for some shoes. Sweet. Awesome. Exactly, James. I told you something bad was there. The official Iron Woman. Yes, I know a lot of you guys have been telling us that. Trust me. For a long time, you guys have warned us about the things in this house and things that were happening. But you know what? It's so weird because, like, I don't know, I feel like because I do this for a living and I go to these places all the time, I'm kind of like, I get immune to things, or like as much as I like to look outside the box and I'm very observant of things, I feel like I'm not like that sometimes, like in my own situation or in my own home. So if I was watching myself, yes, I probably would have known right away, but I just didn't. And we really, like, I'll explain a lot more of it tomorrow in the video, so you'll get a lot better understanding on things that it affected with both of us. But yeah, it was definitely pretty insane, and it definitely didn't help. Chelsea has to deal with like a lot of medical issues with her low iron and kind of being a diabetic and all this different stuff. But to pile on top of other stuff that is things that is very hard to explain, you know. But that's why I believe that, you know, not everybody should mess with the paranormal. I believe you should definitely pray before and after. But it is dangerous. It definitely can be dangerous for sure. And it could be scary too. So it's not as harmful as it looks. What's up, Grease Monkey? Good to see you, bro. 2 days ago, and I mailed, is in the house. 2 days ago, I mailed. Oh, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate that. I'm going to be doing $119 on sale right now. Just check the site. What? That's what? For real? That's dope. Which ones, Ashley? Ashley says she just checked the website, thehypeboost.com, and they're selling those shoes, the really nice ones that I've seen. I'm assuming you're talking about these ones right here. They're on sale right now for $119. And you get, what, 15% or 10 or 15%? I think it's 15% discount. I want to say it was 10 or 15%. So what are you getting them for, like $105? That's not bad. You can't complain about that. So make sure you use that code, though, because if you don't use that code, you ain't going to get that extra discount. James, do you know when I will receive my sweatshirt? Hey, Amy. Yes, I was just talking about that. And I'll send you a message. But I'm actually sending out this stuff, too, to you. Anyone that got the hoodie. Let's see. I'm assuming you got here a little bit late. But these really cool things that Chelsea came up with, and we wanted to send this out to anyone that's waited. These really gorgeous bracelets, which is really cool. So I'm going to be sending those out to you, Amy. There's some like little candle things. This was originally like an idea she had for Valentine's Day, and she just ended up not really doing it. But yeah, some really cool candles, those, and of course, them calendars. Dope. So those would be on your way, Amy. You'll have that this week. And yeah, I'll send you a message for that for sure. Amy O'Lear is actually the one that sent me my favorite pair of shoes, which is those. So pretty excited. I mean, I've definitely worn these a bunch of times, but they still look in really good condition, which is pretty cool. Let's see. So excited for the video. Can't wait. Awesome. Thanks, Butterfly. Mary Sanders, you're not far from me in Kingsman. Oh, that's awesome. I love it when fams get together. Yeah, she is kind of diabetic in that for sure. Sending prayers. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Daniel Parker, what's up, homie? That's one of my original fams right there. I think he was my first moderator, actually. Bless your house, for sure. We definitely did a lot of praying, and I feel like whatever was causing us, you know, I don't even know how to explain it, honestly. Whatever it was is gone now. So thank God for that. And it's crazy. Like, Chelsea, I interviewed Chelsea in the video, so she talks about it in the video tomorrow. But it's you can even watch in the video. So I started burning it and on the camera, and I even started talking to Chelsea because right before that we were arguing. Like, that's what finally gave me the last straw, is that we were arguing. I'm like, I'm just forget this doll. And I almost was tripping out. I was tripping out for a minute because I was looking all over for the doll. Like, the doll was in the haunted room, and I went in there because, like, I was sitting outside. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to burn that damn doll. So I literally went into the room to go burn the doll, and the doll wasn't there. I'm like, hell no. I asked Chelsea, do you know what happened to the doll? Because I know she doesn't touch it. She's like, no, I thought it was in the room too. We looked all over the house, couldn't find this doll. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? The doll knows I'm going to burn it, and it just disappears. And I was talking to my buddy Tony And he's like, bro, didn't you bring it into the attic on a live stream like last week? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot I put it back up in the attic. So I went and got it out of the attic, and I went and put it in my grill. And yeah, it was kind of crazy too, because it didn't want to burn at first, which was really weird. Even afterwards, like the inside of it didn't even burn. After this huge fire, it didn't even burn. And like, maybe there was some kind of flame resistant material, but damn, I don't know. That was a lot of heat. I don't know how that didn't burn. Like, if you guys didn't know, that doll, we found out, had something rattling in its head. And when we found out and took it out, there was an old piece of some type of cloth, and inside was a human tooth. I think it was a human tooth. Human's tooth. Who the hell does that? I mean, that's some kind of voodoo stuff, man. But there was something really bad with that doll. And I know it's kind of sad that I just burned it. It's gone. I mean, we've done live streams where the face transformed on camera. You guys know what I'm talking about. That thing, freaking facial expressions used to change. And that's just not normal. And it was probably the most haunted doll I've ever seen in my life. It's the most haunted doll. I mean, you hear about the Annabelle doll and stuff. I'm going to tell you what, I don't think the Annabelle doll has anything on that doll. But that doll's gone now, so. I also wasn't quite sure if burning it was actually going to even do the trick. I really didn't. I thought, well, what if you burn it, maybe like, you know, I don't know, maybe the whatever's, you know, attached to it attaches to something else. I don't know how it works, honestly. I really don't. Honestly, I didn't even believe about this stuff for a very long time. Even doing haunted videos, I still didn't quite fully believe that all that was possible. But sure enough, I was stubborn with it, but I found out that it was true. So it's pretty crazy. And there's a whole nother story about another doll that some of you guys know, Bordy. And that's a whole nother issue in itself, which I get into in the video you guys will watch tomorrow. But yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy, guys. I'm just blessed to have it behind me. I wish I would have listened to you guys many times before. I mean, yeah, the first time we found that thing, some of you guys were like, get it out of the house, James, get rid of it. I should have listened. I really should have. But it took quite a while, and you know, at least finally I did. So, doll fan for life, bro. You didn't have to do that, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. That's really sweet of you, dude. Thank you, man. Always. Actually, I keep saying man, but actually, I think you're not a man. My bad. Sometimes I like always get that mixed up. So, yeah. I just think everybody that likes the dolphins got to be a guy, right? No, women like the dolphins too. You know, but you never know. But thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Sorry, I always do that by accident. What's up, Missy Thomas? Hope you and Scott are doing well. Adele Stanley, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Tyler, hope you have a good birthday. Clutch Gamers, what up, homie? Mega Cassie, hey. Where's Omar? He's at his house. He's doing good. The official Iron Woman, good to see you. James, I still have thoughts that cause of the depression. Yes. I mean, I think we all struggle with that. I'm actually working on a series about depression and stuff. I think a lot of people, you know, obviously struggle from depression. I think almost everybody does from time to time. But something that I didn't realize before I started dealing with depression and anxiety, because I never dealt with anxiety or depression until just a couple years ago. And I learned a lot about it. I really did. I learned that you can't just get rid of it. It doesn't work that way. It's something that usually will always stick with you. You just need to be able to cope with it and deal with it the right way. And if you can learn how to deal with it and cope with it the right way, then things do get better. But trying to make it just go away completely, it unfortunately just doesn't really work that way. And I've learned that the hard way. So I feel like a lot of things that I've had to deal with, you know, bad things that I've had to do. Chelsea too. Like, Chelsea's had the roughest life out of anybody that I've ever met. And like, I kind of realized that I almost feel like God has put us through some of these things for us to experience it, to maybe help others. Because, you know, all the things that she's dealt with, that I've dealt with, that is a lot of stuff for one person to handle, if you ask me. But we've always been able to get through it, you know, no matter what it is. You know, the things that we worry about, guys, I mean, a lot of times, you know, you might be staying up all night worrying about something, but a year from now, like right now, did you worry about stuff last year in 2020? I'm sure you did, right? Now we're in 2021. All those things that you were worried about, how did they work out? They all ended up working out, right? So for us to worry and spend so much time, I like to say feeling sorry for myself, because that's what I do. I just feel like that's not the answer. I feel like there's ways that you can go about things to get help or to feel better about something. That's a lot better than just stressing about it all the time, because that doesn't help anything. So yeah, I'm working on a series to do that, just because I feel like I've been put in a position that, like I said, God has had all these things that happen, but God's always been able to help me out of them. And I feel like it's almost like I've gotten these things, and all these bad things have happened to me just so I can experience them, so I can help other people. And that's truly, honestly, what I feel like I'm even on YouTube for. Yeah, I make these videos where we go to all these cool locations and stuff, but ultimately, man, I just want to help people out. I want to help spread love and positivity and happiness out there, because there's just so much negativity and there's just so much corruption out there. I mean, there's corruption everywhere you look. And it's really sad. There's just so much trickery in society in general. They fall for it. Like, people are so, in general, are just very blind to the truths of things. And I just think it's something that's really rough. And even though it may not be popular for me to talk about, you know, some of those things, or do the thing with the depression and stuff, it's not going to give me a lot of views. I might even lose subscribers over it, because people that aren't dealing with that or don't want to hear about it, they want to just see the haunted videos. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me, because I do it out of love for you guys. You know, I don't do it for myself. I don't do YouTube obviously for money, because you know, I do this stuff because I do care about you guys, and I do love you guys, and you guys have done so much to lift my spirits up that I feel like I need to do the same for you guys, and whatever I do. So even if I'm just doing a silly prank on Omar, you know, that's a little bit of time where you're just forgetting about issues or problems, and I don't see any issues with that, you know. So again, I could build my channel up a lot quicker doing other stuff, but man, it's not, for me, it's not about that. It's not about being popular. It's not about, you know, me getting a ton of subscribers. It's never been. That's why I never do those trendy videos that always go super viral and get tons of subscribers off of them, because, like, hell, I don't know. Yeah, it would get me subscribers. It would do that, but I feel like also it's just, that's not me. And that's also why I feel like we've built, you know, one of the best families on YouTube. You know, people talk about, you know, their family on YouTube and things like this, but I also feel like a lot of them miss the point. You know what I mean? Like, we truly do have one of the best groups of people that I've ever seen on YouTube. I mean, it's just a bunch of loving, caring, you know, heartfelt, warming people, and I definitely appreciate that. And me doing a bunch of viral videos for selfish gain, or to gain subscribers or whatever, to boost my ego, that in turn would eventually change my family, and I'm happy the way my family is, and I would never want to change it. So yeah. But yeah, I did think about having that doll blessed and putting it in like a case or something, but dude, I was done with it, man. I was so done. It wasn't even funny. What up, Davros? Good to see you, bro. I've never seen this before, but I hope you have a great day and night. Hey, you too, Homer. I appreciate you being here, bro. Really need to hear this, James. Thank you very much. Love you. You're welcome, Larry. Love you too, bro. Hey, listen, I get it, man. I know a lot of you guys are out there struggling right now, man. Something you go onto YouTube just to get your mind off of a problem or your issues that you're dealing with. And I get it. I still do the same thing too. Like, even though I know the things that I know, I still fall victim to it. You know, I always talk about these traps that people just fall in, you know, these holes that are all over us or all around us. And you don't want to fall into these traps. And it's very easily, you know, you definitely can, just not realizing. But sitting there stressing about something, worrying about it, that is never going to help you. It never will. It's just going to take you down. It's going to drag you down. To me, that's the devil just trying to hurt you. And I believe that there's ways to handle it in a good way, so that you could deal with it. I mean, I can't tell you, even in my life, how many times I've worried about something, stressed about stuff, and spent so much time stressing about it, worrying about it, not even being able to shower or eat, or like I just sit down, lay down, depressed, watch TV because of that situation. But that literally never helps it. It only makes it worse. Then the point you come after and you say, damn, all right, well, this is the case. That sucks. But what can I do to try to overcome it? What can I do to make that situation better? And I guarantee you, once you start thinking right about it, you start coming up with ideas, you start doing things. Yes, you might not be able to do it all at one time, but you know what? One day at a time, guys. You know, sometimes you got to just do one little step at a time. And if it's a step in the right direction, then you know what you're doing is right. But just being depressed, laying there day after day, that's not gonna help ever. You know what I mean? So, but I do get it. Like, I do understand. Like, I've done that too. So I understand how that's like, and what it's like to be like that. But at the end of the day, man, a year from now, are you still worrying about it? No. Is it something you worry about at all? Not at all. You're over it. It was in the past, you know? So don't waste your life worrying about things that is going to eventually be in your past, and it's not going to have anything to do with, you know, your life now. Although I do get it. There's a lot of hurt and a lot of struggles that we go through, and it's not easy. Like when I lost my dad, it wasn't easy to not be depressed about that, you know? But, you know, at the end of the day, you just have to start thinking of the good things and making something positive out of it. And there's definitely ways to do that. So totally get it. But I appreciate you guys being here, Wendy and Marla and Butterfly and Lily. What the paranormal? Hey, Amy, Miss Giggles, I'm so sorry we didn't get to meet you guys. I was so upset, guys. Like, our last night in Texas, we had went to this place, and I don't even want to talk about it right now because it's so insanely crazy. It wasn't even a haunted place. Like, it probably was, but it was hard to explain. But we ended up getting stuck there for hours, and we wanted to meet up with our fam, What the Paranormal. And it just ended up getting so late. By the time we actually could get up toward where they were at, it was too late because she had to be at work at like 4:30 in the morning, and that was kind of a bummer. But we definitely owe you next time we're there for sure. Yeah, I was really bummed about that though, for show. Anyways, I appreciate you guys being here and saying hello and spreading the love that you guys do as always. You know, I always love it when you guys talk amongst yourselves. You lift each other up in the comments, you know, even in the normal comments, like just spreading that love. That's what it's about, man. Like, there's been so much friendships and so many relationships started because of people coming onto this channel and just getting involved and just, you know, talking to me, talking to others. And, you know, even though like we can't see each other, just, you know, sometimes your words are enough to attract other people. And I feel like we all end up getting attracted to each other because we have the same qualities, which is amazing. And there's been so many people that tell me, oh yeah, James, I just went and filmed with, you know, Melissa, because, you know, I'd met Melissa, you know, through a live stream or, you know, at a fan meetup or something. And that's always really awesome. That's what a real family is all about, you know. But thanks again for being here, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Got a lot to do. I got to finish editing the video for tomorrow. I definitely want to make sure I get that up on time. I got to make some dinner for Chelsea and I. And yep, you'll be seeing Chelsea soon. She's coming back to YouTube this week, guys. Her big 1 month off of YouTube is coming back with a big splash. So definitely excited. If you are following Chelsea on Twitter or Instagram, make sure you go and just say some words of encouragement to her. Because you know what? Everybody needs some encouragement sometimes. That never hurts either, you know. But I love you guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, if you guys are looking for any shoes, definitely would suggest you go check out highboosts.com. Like I said, it's in the description, and the code is in the description too. And you can cop yourself a sweet pair of shoes too. And they have so much more than that. Like, that's literally like, there's probably like thousands and thousands of different pairs of shoes on there. And this is just a small little amount. But I probably will be getting some more, so I will definitely show you those as I get them. But love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Love you, fam.